Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Now I've called these readings Triple Conjunction Season because we have the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction perfecting, as Mercury and Neptune are coming conjunct, as Mars and Saturn are conjunct. So we have a triple conjunction going on, 3 being the number of the goddess, the urge to move forward, the urge to make changes. And interestingly, they are in Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. So they're in 1/4 of the chart. They are forming an arrow, focusing in on the Earth. So it made me go and have a look at what the difference was. So obviously Neptune one side, Pluto the other, from 19 degrees Pisces, which is a manifestation number, to 24 degrees Capricorn, which escapes me right now what that number's about, but I have discussed it loads on my video. But anyway, the interesting thing is the angular distance between them is 55 degrees. Angel number 55. The message in that apparently is time to let go of the old, release all the old doubts, fears and everything. It will be replaced with something better. And this is just coming off of the energy. It's not quite within orb, but the septile, which is 1/7 of the zodiac ecliptic. Now, normally an orb of 1 degree is allowed for this, but I thought that, it's well worth looking at. It's the only prime number aspect of division of the zodiac, which is an inexact number, and it is a mystical aspect that indicates the hidden flow of energies between the planets involved, often involving spiritual or energetic sensitivity and awareness of finer and more subtle hidden levels of reality involving the planets in septile aspect. Now, that to me sounds quite stunning, especially coupled with that angel message of time to let go of the old, let the new come in, release the old doubts and fears. So I'm not going to look at each individual conjunction. I've got a few other videos for that. Having said that, there is not enough hours in the day for me to do tarot scopes and readings based on every conjunction that is attracting my attention at the moment. So I decided to combine all three. There is a Jupiter-Pluto series I've just done. I'm hoping to look at the Mars-Saturn. Neptune and Mercury might be left all on its own, but we'll see. Now, as usual, this is a bulk introduction. There's a timestamp down below, so you can fast forward to the reading. I would like you to look at your sun sign, obviously, because that's the first one we're always drawn to. Your rising sign being the most important in ancient astrology. But to be quite honest, right now, I think Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, certainly Neptune and Pluto, there's not going to be a huge difference for all of us. You could combine those two signs into a communal reading, no doubt. Collective reading, sorry. But have a look at your Mars. This is the driving force between everything, and this is in the centre of the 3 conjunctions, Saturn and Mars together, entering into new, airy, rebellious Aquarius. So we can open lots and lots of gateways for us now. Yeah, the majority of us are stuck at home in isolation. But what did it say about those septile energies? Let me just read that again. A mystical aspect that involves a hidden flow of energies between the planets involved, involving spiritual or energetic sensitivity and awareness of finer and more subtle hidden levels of reality. What we can put into place now, what we can bring together, even if it's just in our thought space on the astral level, will end up manifesting, certainly if it is in our interest, if it is something that will be better, not just for us, but for the whole world. Remember, there's a lot of outer planets here: Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn. So this is stuff that is affecting us personally and society as a whole. And let's face it, turn on the news and you can see exactly what I mean. Very, very briefly, because try to be careful, but avoid the fear, as all of the teachers, the astrologers and everybody are talking about at the moment. So if you don't know what your moon, your rising, your Mars sign is, there's a link down below in the description to go and get yourself a free birth chart from Cafe Astrology. Then obviously there is a link to my Facebook group, where I post not just these videos, but all the astrology videos that I'm watching, and ever so often something else that I find quite interesting as well, that obviously along the line of more esoteric studies. If it means anything to you, do comment down below. Please press subscribe for me or any other reader or astrologer or whoever on YouTube. The subscriptions really, really help our channels and, in my terms eventually, but in their terms, help keep the channels going. So on that note, I've given you your standard YouTube lecture, so let me bring up the cards. And welcome Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Mars, Aquarius Rising, if you've joined us after the timestamp. Now, one thing I didn't say in the introduction is this is all occurring during the waxing moon, as the light of the moon expands. And this is a time for increasing. As you will know if you've seen any of my waxing moon readings, this is probably replacing. Now, this is obviously straight after the new moon in Aries, the first of the astrological new year, so that you had that extra oomph of beginning time. And it's just past the North Node being activated by the eclipse point of 4 degrees Cancer from the lunar eclipse just after Christmas in January. Now, this means that your destiny, your future timeline has had an intense injection of change energy, of, I don't want to say chaotic, but certainly change energy and added energy put into whatever you consider your future to be, or whatever spirit considers your future to be. All of this straight after Black Moon Lilith being conjunct Chiron in Aries, Aries giving you the motivation to look at all these wounds and secrets that have risen up to the surface for a good airing, giving you the chance to heal them. Like I just said to Capricorn, I think your work hasn't finished yet, but you have a different message to Capricorn, because I want to say that the situation that you are in at the moment is there to train you for future things. Quite close future things as well. I believe that you are trying to exercise your power, and maybe not entirely sure how, due to the fact, excuse me, due to the fact that there are a lot of people playing games around you at the moment. And these are people, they're not friends and family. These are bosses, people in institutions, local councils, or authorities around you, services around you that you are getting affected by. And what these cards are saying is, to a certain extent, back to school. Seek advice of a professional, seek advice of somebody who knows more than you do about whatever it is that you're having to deal with, because this is where you are learning the skills to manipulate the elements as per your will, as a magician should, to create the transformation that you are wanting, as an alchemist should. There is information coming to you, whether you are seeking it out from a professional or from someone more learned, or not, although I suggest that you do. There is information coming to you, so you have to have your ears open and your mind open. All this is part of a cosmic order. You are being trained here. You are ending up in a position where, one, if you act too quickly, it can all go horribly wrong. But two, if you let this process unfold, everything that you end up touching will turn to gold. And that's the message of Berith here on this card. It also means that what is going on at the moment will have a long-lasting effect. So whatever this power play is that you're involved in, take your time. Take your time and make a move only when you know the elements are on your side. You have plenty of options and you are going to end up with a victory here. So you don't have to hurry to that victory. You can enjoy the journey to that victory by what you are learning in the process. And I know that sounds so wonderfully optimistic when something like whatever this is, you just want it over. Well, a lot of people still have cards in their hand that they want to play. You've got to let them learn their lessons and let them do what they need to do to get themselves to where they need to go, whether that includes falling flat on their face, which I think one or two may be doing. We have the Angel Prince of the West. I create the reality around me with thoughts of pure love and goodness. And that to me is advice. Focus on being the best person that you can be in this situation, because there is a reason that you are in this situation, and the reason may well be for you to exercise your power, to have influence over others, and to shine your light and grant wishes yourself. Not have wishes granted, but you be the wish granter. Not got that from the Seven of Cups before. But I create the reality around me with thoughts of pure love and goodness. Be that shining light. Accept that you don't know everything, because there is a lot being presented to you that you can learn at the moment, which gets you to the position where, with a long-lasting effect, everything you touch turns to gold. Whether that's within this situation, or what I'm thinking is totally transferable skills that you will need later. But there is celebration coming at the end of this. You may be able to use more than one option, but you need to know what options you can use. So keep your ears open, get that professional advice, get that learned advice, hit the books, and just listen, because the world's going to have some weird ways of telling you things, especially with Mars and Saturn in Aquarius, the unconventional, the rebel. Okay, but you don't need to play the role of rebel just yet. You save that for the final crescendo. Okay, Aquarius, if that means anything to you, and I actually, because of the quality of this journey, I hope it does mean something to you. Although because of the circumstances that you're in at the moment, I sort of hope it doesn't. But this is one of those wonderful learning opportunities from spirits that we've learned to value and look forward to. Okay, so it is a good thing. Trust me on this, it is a good thing. But if it does mean anything to you, comment down below. I've given you the like, share, subscribe speech. Come join the Facebook group. You see my videos that I post up, but also the astrologers' videos that I post up. And you can contact me personally if you are interested in a personal reading, because at the moment I have the time to do them. So who knows how long that will last. In the meantime, yeah, keep your ears open. Cheers.